Prune100 here. How's it going? So this is another 2v2 battle for Rome to the War. Before I start this, let me give you a quick explanation on something. I'm sorry for the, if you didn't read my very, very long bulletin, sorry if that crowded up your space, just need to explain stuff. I'm sorry I failed my Seleucid campaign. Never failed any campaign in Rome to the War before, and hopefully that won't happen again. Soon, since Shogun 2 comes out, and I'm getting it on the day it comes out, I will have a new Let's Play for that, and I'll have my multiplayer videos for that, so just wait for that, okay guys? Sorry about that. Okay, so I command the House of Julia, and this time my ally is the Collector, and he commands Macedon. So my army has 5 units of urban cohorts, 5 units of Roman archers, 5 units of Praetorian cav. Collector's got 6 units of royal pikes, 6 units of archers, 6 units of levy pikemen, and then 2 units of light lancers. Our opponents, which are Lord Julius and the Goths, just Goths, command the Seleucids and the House of Bruttii. Lord Julius has got, I believe, 6 units of silver shield, 6 units of cataphracts, and then the Goth has 3 units of legionary cohort, and then 1 unit of urban cohort, and then 2 units of legionary cav. He had a very small army, but very heavily upgraded. So anyway, all right. So we're gonna rush up immediately. We're gonna put our guys up, my Collector and myself, and we're gonna go on the sides. What we're going to do in this battle is that neither of them have missile infantry, so what my plan is that I'm going to use my missile infantry to bog down the Seleucids, hopefully. And then I think that's what Macedon's idea was as well. Also, he was just going to use superior force, since he's got all this phalanx on him. And also, Goth is just going to sit here with his legionary cohorts. And Lord Julius is going to charge me. Or at least he's going to come close to me. And I know that my Praetorian cav cannot take these cataphracts, so I'm going to push them to the sides and hopefully win that way. And I'm hopefully going to... What I'm planning to do with my Praetorians is that I'm going to engage the cataphracts, a couple of them, and then maybe 1 or 2 of my Praetorians, can't remember exactly, we'll see, are going to break off and attack these Seleucids, since I have the superior army with infantry, since I've got 5 upgrades and he only has like 4. Well, 4 and 3s, they're scattered. Anyway. So my archers are starting to pelt these silver shields. And then, what is it? Collector sent one of his units of levy pikemen over. And I'm going to charge my guys forward. Since his guys are facing me. Their backs are facing me, sorry. A little stumbling today. Okay, so my urban cohorts are going to charge forward, as you guys can see. And I'm going to hit them in the back with their Pila, but they're going to turn around at the last second, I believe. Alright, so here go my Pila. Kaboom! Alright, you can watch my Roman charge. Take them down! And immediately my superior Roman force is have broken into the Silver Shield's force. And then Collector's moving his levy pikemen around to attack. And I micromanaged these guys at first, and I didn't move them at all. And I'm going to do a feint with these Praetorians. Well, I'm going to have these Praetorians attack. And then that's just going to be a feint at the time. And what's actually going to happen is that Lord Julius is going to run away at these 3 units and micro them. And I'm actually going to be able to take these cataphracts out. And then over here, I've routed those units. And then the Collector is attacking Goth's units, which are currently in Testudo formation, and he's keeping them that way. So let's take a look at my Romans here. Alright, so the Romans are beating down the Seleucids. Kind of like my payback for losing the Seleucid campaign. I'm sorry, I keep bringing that up, my bad. Okay. Alright, so the enemy general is fleeing.
Press forward so the
and we broke those cataphracts down. And then my Romans are going to swerve around the flanks, and we've completely routed this entire Seleucid army. And now our units are going to close in on these Testudo guys. And guys, Testudo, you may think that if you haven't used it before, you may think that Testudo might help, but it really doesn't. So as you guys can see, his legionary cav and his men are going to surround Collector's royal pikemen, and they're going to rout, I believe, since they're getting mobbed pretty much. Then my urban cohorts are going to charge in and give support to them. And his elite army may have worked, but it's just that Collector, I guess he foresaw this maybe because there's a small army, so he built a very large army in contrast. And he's just going to charge in, and they're just going to be their morale's going to break over the being distraught about the amount of numbers of guys. Alright, so you can see his cohorts dropped a few of my guys to their Pila, and they're going to keep throwing them, which is actually going to do some major damage. You can see our guys are getting dropped. Alright, so we're rushing in the remainder of our guys, and Collector's Levy Pikemen are sitting here, and they're going to advance on these guys. You can see that our superior numbers are just kind of surrounding them. I'll give you guys a close-out view of these guys. So you can see that guy, that unit's routed. You can see my brave Praetorian Cav going in the center. So it's a heroic victory worthy of Roman arms. Anyway. Okay, so it's a clear victory. I killed 436 men, had 430 remaining. The Collector killed 177 men, had 820 remaining. Good teamwork to the Collector, and good game to Lord Julius and Goth. Thanks for watching, guys.